up, Jessie.
Thank you.
I like how your whole mindset, how you went out there. That's dope.
Thank you.
That's dope.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I was saying after that fight that there's so many young fighters that fight veterans
Yeah.
and then become better
Yeah, absolutely.
after, and I really feel like that's gonna be the case for you. Like I feel like you're gonna now be like on another level.
I feel that myself too. Yeah. Yeah, without a doubt. I learned a lot from it, and I mean, to be able to be in there with one of the greatest, because I mean, in fact, he is. You know, you learn a lot. You gotta take as much from it as you can, and knowing that the fight was, you literally had him thinking twice about what he was doing, and you had him worried at times. You know that you belong. You know, so that also helps you better your game too.
At any point, did you ever think that you maybe got caught up in life? I mean, you're young, you're fighting this legend.
No,
Did you
not
ever
that.
get caught up in
I was cool everything. No, I was cool everything. Everything was cool. You know, I just underestimated his footwork. That's one thing that I mean, of course, I possibly made mistakes, like having my footwork very the stance. Is this all on it? Are we on?
We're doing audio.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's cool, man. All right,
You were
cool.
sounding so good. I'm like,
All right,
just
cool.
record.
No, that's cool. Well, my footwork was a little wide, which my trainer told me in the middle of the fight. You know, but I was just trying to connect him with some big shots, and I mean, I was looking for the knockout. But anyways, you know, I've definitely got better from it. You know, and you live and you learn.
Yeah.
You know? But it wasn't too big for me. You know, I felt that I belonged in that position, and you know, and I showed it.
Was the loss at all devastating, or you took your first loss? Some fighters react differently. Some go into depression.
I was pissed at that first loss. I'm still fucking mad now, but you know, because if you lose, you lose. I mean, you just gotta accept it. But just, you know, if you're in a game, you know, in a football game, you know, a wide receiver picks up a reception. They're down by a point, and you know, he picks up a reception, and he's on his way for a touchdown, and the referee stops the game at the 5 mark line. You know, before he hits the touchdown, it's just like, why'd you stop it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was there already. So that shit pisses me off. It's still to this fucking day. Pat Russell should never fucking referee a fight ever again. But anyways, you know, we move forward, and the first loss was devastating because of that reason. You know, when you, like I said earlier, when you lose, you lose. You know what I mean? You gotta accept it. But when they steal the time from you, you know what I mean? The opportunity of actually finishing the fight. When you're a fighter, you fight to the end. You fight to the last fucking second. You know what I mean? And excuse my language, but you just do. You know, in this fight I was able to do that, and whether the judges felt that I won or not, you know, I mean, I got to test myself and to show the fans what we're about.
So moving forward then into 2017, is it time to, get a couple fights under your belt, or are you still wanting like the next top contender?
You know what? I gotta leave that to my promoter and manager. I'm willing to fight anybody. I'm all about giving the fans a great fight and becoming champion again. So I definitely want to fight for the title once again.
There's a fight that I've been wanting to see you in, and it probably won't do much for you, but I've been wanting you to fight Jose Benavidez Jr. for the longest time. I just think it would be a really fan-friendly fight.
Mm-hmm.
I think you would do really well in that fight. Is that a name that's ever come up, to fight Jose Benavidez?
I saw him fight. I was actually commentating the Spanish portion on HBO when he fought Santana.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, yeah.
and I've never heard anything about fighting him. You know, they haven't offered it to me, and I'm not too familiar with the kid.
How about Santana? Or do you think that's taking too far of a step back? You want like the Kell Brooks of the world and the bigger names?
You know, I just want to capture another world title, and it doesn't matter against who. So I leave that up to my manager and promoter. A fight that I would like is you know, of course, to be honest, I want to fight for the title again. So Danny Garcia is on the list. You know, if Kell Brook still wants to fight, wants to come down to Vegas, we can make that fight happen.
A couple months ago, it didn't look like Top Rank and Heyman would ever work together, but now we just seen that they made the Terrence Crawford-Molina fight. So does that give you hope that maybe you can fight some of those guys over there. I mean, 147,
Definitely.
they have Danny
Yeah.
Garcia and Keith Thurman and those guys.
We should, and I'm glad that they're working together now. And with that being said, the fans are going to be definitely in for a real treat because we get to everybody. We have no more boundaries. We can fight anyone and everyone. And that's what we want to do. That's what I want to do at least.
Yeah, that's so
So
good for you. You have
we have a lot of options.
Have you gone back and watched the Pacquiao fight back?
I watched, I watched it on my phone, so it's not the same.
When
But,
you go through a fight, no matter the outcome, how real is it that a fighter goes back and watch the fight to really improve upon? We as fans and media, we think, oh yeah, we're just going to watch the fight back and pick it apart and learn from it. Is that a practice that
Definitely.
you do?
No, you do. You got to practice. Each football player, basketball player, they look back at the games, I'm sure,
Right.
To see what they did wrong and make sure to correct it. We got to. Being at this level, you have to correct the same things. If not, you get, you're destined to lose again. So you got to correct your mistakes, and that's something that I do. I literally haven't. It's been only 2 weeks since a fight, so I did see it once. I do know the main mistakes possibly, but I need to go back, and that way I'll pay more attention and watch it on my actual TV. That way I can see every mistake that I made.
Now, turning back now, you've been doing a lot of great work as a commentator. What's a fight you want to see? Between anybody, any weight class, weight division that you're not in. What's a fight that is very intriguing to you?
I want to see the Bronze Bomber versus, what's his new kid's name? Joshua. I think Joshua. I think that'd be a good fight. I think you have a lot of great fights. You have Carlos Cuadras versus Chocolatito. The fans are asking for it. They want it. You have Triple G versus this kid from Brooklyn, Daniel Jacobs, or Peter Quillen. That'd be a good fight. I should be a matchmaker. I'm coming up with all these fights.
You can.
Yeah,
Right.
we gotta call him.
Get you another check.
Yeah, Jessie Vargas, of course, in any fight against anyone.
Right.
The welterweight division, they say Danny Garcia versus Keith Thurman. I think Danny Garcia wins that fight.
I do too.
Got a problem.
lot of people were slamming me for picking him. I think that his timing is really underrated. They say he closes his eyes, he got this wild left hook, but I'm like, he's
He
got
does have
good
an ugly
timing.
wild left hook, but it works for him.
Yeah.
And if it works for him, shit, why hate on it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's your best weapon? He's got the left hook. What's yours?
Mine's all of them. Like with Manny, I connect him with some big hooks. He didn't want to get hit with those hooks. I connect him with some big rights. Found his way around it. People don't know that Manny Pacquiao, they all know that. They just don't really notice it. They don't give it credit for what it is. But Manny Pacquiao is a very aggressive fighter. He attacks all the time. Right? He throws punches and bunches, a ton of them in combinations. Right? With me, he wasn't able to do that. If you look at his punch percentage, he wasn't able to punch out, but he wasn't able to throw. He didn't throw as many punches as he normally does. And the fight between him and I, it was actually a fight where he threw less punches in years. So that's just a lot. And it was because I was hitting him with big hooks, big rights, and they're both just as hard. So I'm ambidextrous, so that helps me with my power.
So Floyd Mayweather was there, and a lot of people were trying to figure out, was he there to see Manny again for a rematch, or was he there to support you? At one time you were signed with him, and till this day he has never...
I like to think that it was to support us, you know what I mean? But he wouldn't be at a Manny Pacquiao fight, just like that. But the way I see it is he was there to support us, and I think he's coming out.
Yeah, you're one of the very few fighters that left him, and he's never had anything bad to say about you publicly. And he'll air his guys out for being unappreciative and ungrateful. And it seems like when you guys parted ways, like it was good. Like he's never bashed you or anything. It was nice to see him there to see you.
Yeah, thank you. Well, we're cool. You know what I mean? And everything that I did straight with him. And that's possibly why. You know what I mean? I was very straightforward with him from beginning to end. And we just weren't able to do business with the second contract, but it's all good. We're still friends. Everywhere I see him, it's It's a joy to see him. He's cool. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
You know, overall, he's a good guy.
All right, now we're gonna have some fun.
You know what it is.
Play fishbowl.
You play the
Let's do this. Just
right.
one?
Well, yeah, we'll probably have you pick more than one, but just one.
All right.
Read it out loud and then answer as honest as you can.
All right. When you were in grade school, what did you want to be when you grew up? I wanted to be a world champion.
You did? Even in grade school?
No lie. I was 8 years old.
When did you start amateur?
8.
7? Oh, okay. 8? Yeah,
And so I
man.
got to be a world champion. And I didn't have, there wasn't a backup plan. It was just I'm gonna be a world champion. And I said I want to drop out of high school, but I'm gonna graduate from my mama, you know, and then I'm gonna be a world champion. And I did. I graduated.
Before you answer that, do you remember your very first fight at that age? Your first fight ever. Do you remember
Street
that
fight
kid?
or boxing fight?
Do you see
Street fight or boxing fight?
boxing fight, like actual headgear, the whole nine? Do you remember that fight? And where's that kid now? Do you know? Did you win?
I didn't win.
Oh, he lost his first
I lost
amateur
my
bout.
first. Yeah, I was pissed.
And look at you now.
But I had a little girl. I had little girls, 2 little girls coming to me like, "Can I get your autograph?" It was insane. Yeah. And I was like sad, but like, yeah. And gave her my autograph, and they ran out, you know, like just fans. Oh my God, I remember. It was cool. Yeah, it was cool. But I lost it. It was a great fight. We didn't stop throwing punches. You only have like a minute around, so we just threw until the bell rang, like knock and sock 'em robots. All right, what is your most embarrassing moment? My most embarrassing moment? Okay, when I was 10, I had a 12-year-old girlfriend,
Woo!
or 13-year-old girlfriend. Yeah, 13, 13. I was 10, she was 13, and I had never kissed a girl before. And I'm sitting on my brick wall outside my house, and her and I are talking, and she's standing, and I'm sitting, and she leans in for a kiss, and I back up, you know, and I'm backing up little by little, just because I'm so nervous, you know, and they had tools behind, you know, the next door neighbors had like tools on the floor and all this, right? And I'm backing up, and bam, I hit the floor, I hit the deck, yeah. I hit the floor hard on the tools, I hit my head, and I had to suck it up and just say, oh, I'm okay, it's all right. You know, I just got a little scratch on the back of my head, but I was bleeding. But I was like, I'm good, though.
Oh, man.
No, I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding. No, it did happen. Everything
Okay.
happened. I wasn't bleeding, but, you know, I just got
Yeah.
a big, swollen, you know, my head was swollen for a little bit, but
When you got back up, did you kiss her?
no, I just said, I'm okay, and I just started talking with her again. I felt more comfortable staying a little further away from her because she was, like, on the attack, and I was like, hey, chill out. I don't know how to kiss. I didn't tell her that, but in my head, I'm like, chill out. Yeah, and yeah, I didn't kiss her. I never kissed her, actually. I got another girlfriend, and then I kissed her.
So is that girl now sliding in your DM? She's like, I had Jessie first.
She had an ugly name. I remember her name was Bertha.
Ooh.
It was fucking ugly. Damn, drop the mic. It dropped the mic on its own. Again. Yeah. It was an ugly name.
Yeah. Oh my God. Thank you so much for stopping by the Morning Punching Show again. We always love talking to you. Thank you, Jessie.
Hey, I've never told that story to nobody.
Well, now you told it to everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you.